What if everything you needed to regain your strength, your focus, your calm, was hidden in the ink of a forgotten scroll? This is not fiction. This is the story of Ethan. And maybe it's your story too. Ethan is 29, a graphic designer living in Chicago. By all accounts, he has what people call a decent life, a steady job, a small apartment, streaming subscriptions. But beneath the surface, Ethan is drowning. He wakes up with a racing mind, goes to sleep with stress pounding behind his eyes. His days blur into each other: coffee, meetings, notifications, scrolling. A life ruled by noise. He's tired, disconnected, and worst of all, numb. Until one afternoon, burned out and aimlessly traveling, Ethan finds himself wandering the quiet alleys of Kyoto, Japan. He turns a corner and sees an old wooden sign hanging crooked above a narrow door. Used books and forgotten things. He steps inside. The smell of aged paper and incense wraps around him like a blanket. The light is golden. The world feels still. And in the very back corner of the shop, buried beneath a stack of journals, he finds it, a scroll, faded, frayed. On the front, written in calligraphy, "The Path of Silent Strength, Teachings of the Forgotten Warrior." That night, in a tiny Kyoto inn, Ethan unrolls the scroll. Inside are words he's never seen, but somehow they feel familiar, like a language his soul remembers. It begins, "He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is unstoppable." The scroll speaks of a warrior, not a soldier obsessed with battle, but a master of discipline. A person who trained not only their body, but their mind, who rose before the sun, who breathed in silence, who faced chaos without becoming it. Each line etched into Ethan's heart like a blade carving through fog. Do not speak of honor, live it. Do not fear pain, accept it. Do not wish for ease, train for strength. When Ethan returns to Chicago, he is not the same. The scroll came home with him, but more importantly, so did the mindset. He begins to change. No more snoozing the alarm 5 times, no more doom scrolling in bed. Ethan now rises before the sun. He spends 5 minutes every morning in silence. Sometimes he sits cross-legged. Other times he simply breathes with purpose. He works with focus. He trains with discipline. He eats to nourish, not to numb. And slowly, without telling anyone, Ethan begins to feel something he hasn't in years. Control, not over the world, but over himself. His energy changes. People notice. He doesn't speak louder, but his presence speaks volumes. He doesn't chase recognition, but opportunities start finding him. He doesn't avoid fear, but he stops letting it stop him. The scroll didn't change Ethan's life. He did, by choosing presence over distraction, discipline over desire, silence over noise. He became the warrior his soul always knew he could be. And now, as you hear this story, you might wonder, what scroll is waiting for you? What mindset is already within you, quietly waiting to awaken? Are you ready to conquer the chaos, not by force, but by focus? Because the truth is, you don't need more motivation. You need ancient discipline in a modern world. And like Ethan, it begins with one quiet decision: to rise. Thank you for watching Ancient Mindsets. If this story awakened something in you, like, comment, and subscribe. Your journey begins here.